Hello. Want to go for a quick ride? Take a spin around the old comic room. It's going to get packed up this week. So maybe I'll show you a quick view of this. Been nice. Still got to figure out where I'm going to put everything at the new place. That's a story for another time. Let's do a week in review. Hey everybody, hopefully no one got motion sickness from that intro. As you know, I bought a house, and the current house I'm in I'm closing on the 20th of August, and everything's done and ready. All the inspections are done. The bank came through, the people got their mortgage, so now it's just time to wait, which is good because now I'm not juggling two things. But I've been working every night to 9:30, 10 o'clock at the other place. I filled a 30-yard dumpster today. We finished it. It's topped off. I don't think I could pack too much more in there, so that gets picked up in the morning. I got pretty much all the demo done. There's one backside to a kitchen wall that's coming down, and then I'm going to cut another doorway into living room, but for the most part we're in good shape. Some walls got built this week, and some paint will be getting done next Saturday, and then I have an electrician and an HVAC guy coming, so things are coming together. Trying to get things to the point to where we can move in on the 18th of August, and the bigger remodel stuff, the entire basement, it's a walkout basement, so that's going to get all done. That's all stripped down to bare studs now, so the electric, plumbing, and things like that will get redone down there. And then the master bathroom is getting redone too. So for the most part, we'll be able to live in the house fine and just get these other things done while we're living there. So I just want to get the messy stuff done first, and I think we have. We were going to shoot a CGC video on Friday, but Mike had some stuff going on that we weren't going to be able to do it, so I don't want to rush through it. I want to do it the right way, like I always do, kind of have fun with it. So that'll have to wait. I'm not sure, maybe this week, I'm not sure, we'll see. Again, being so dang busy. As far as pickups, I really didn't pick anything up this week except these. I got a bunch of short boxes. Not that I don't like the movers we've picked, but I don't trust them to move my electronics or my comic books, so I'll be moving the Mac and my records and my drawers full of comics myself, and pretty much everything in this room I'll move by myself. My library and all that as well. All my books in the family room are already packed, so that wouldn't be too bad. But I was reminded of a skit that Seinfeld had about boxes. It was pretty funny, where your whole life, when you're moving, becomes boxes. You're in a supermarket and you see a box, or just anywhere you are, you think that's a nice box, or because that's the mode I'm in. And luckily, with what I do for a living, I have a lot of access to boxes, so it's really not a problem. But I do think of that, and I think he said basically, if you think about it, your house is just a box for all your stuff. Kind of funny when you think about it. Today's sermon's short and sweet. It's another thing that I was thinking about. I haven't bought a lot on eBay, and I didn't, I haven't been out to any shops, LCSs, but I have thought this a lot, and it isn't just comics. It kind of goes for everything, and the gist of it is, don't be cheap. And I don't mean go out and spend crazy and impulsively. I mean the difference between being cheap and being frugal. I guess an example would be a cheap person would buy almost everything they own, like at an estate sale or a garage sale. Where a frugal person, where the things that really, really matter to them, that they want to keep for the long term, they'll pay up for it. They don't mind, manning up, as we like to say on Wednesday night, and getting something. So for me, I think in the last few months, I kind of feel like that I maybe was not so much frugal as cheap, and it's kind of come back to bite you, because some of these books are moving so fast, and sometimes they're so hard to find, that if you find one that you really like, and you can look at GPA and you can look at a lot of those things. Anthony did a really good video this week on using tools to price comics, and that's all great, and especially when you're planning to at some point resell it. And I think most people say they're never going to sell their comics. They are going to get sold at some point. You're going to part ways. You're not going to be here forever. But if it is for you, I don't mind paying, say, GPA or full market value if it's going to be something you're going to keep. I know some of the books that I've bought recently, I probably could have waited around and got better, but I can tell you there was a few books at the Heroes Con in Carolina that I passed on, and I could see them in my head now, and I kind of wished I had just grabbed them and enjoyed them, because they're going to appreciate. Anytime you buy a blue chip book like that, they go up in price. They might not go up as fast as others, but you know, I guess when you're buying comic books, perception of what you think something's worth or what it is not reality. So the saying's always perception is reality. That might be true in most things in life, but I can guarantee you it's not in comic books. So especially when you're buying blue chip books that may be scarce or scarce in a certain grade, or you want a 9.0 but you want it with white pages. So I guess my advice, or what's working for me, or what's gonna work for me, because I'm not gonna let it happen again, is just don't be cheap. Be frugal with your money. Make sure that you're not overpaying and you're getting a good item for that money. But if it's for the long term and it's something that you know is going to be a durable thing for you and you're going to hang on to, pay up for it and get the best quality you can for the money you want to spend. And I think in the long run you're going to be way happier. So that can be said for a lot of things. You know, as I'm doing this remodel, my original budget's been blown up quite a bit, but you know what, it's okay. Today I was with an electrician and I only have 100 amp service coming into the house. I want to get 200 amp service into the house, and changes the riser on the roof, and there's a whole bunch of things. But anyway, long short of it is it's about triple what I thought I was going to spend. But it's a thing that you're going to use. It's like having a really good furnace or a hot water heater. It's not one of those things you think about, but having unlimited power in your house, I think, is real important, especially since we're finishing off the basement. So don't be cheap. That's all I can say. It'll turn out better if you're not. Homework is kind of related to this. If there's something you've been on the fence on and you're not sure, should I spend this? Should I get this? It can be a comic. It can be something else. Comic probably, because anyone's watching this channel, mostly are comic book people. Pull the trigger this week. And if you do, comment in this video so other people can see what you did and what you got. You don't have to say what you paid for something, but that you got this thing. You know, maybe it's a statue or it's a signed poster or you know, a comic book that you've been wanting to get. Go after it and get it this week. As far as recommendations, I've really been watching Preacher. I watch it with my son. We don't watch it Sunday nights. We usually watch it either Monday or Tuesday after dinner, or Sundays before dinner if I get home early enough. Lately I've been getting home, getting things ready, changing, and then going right over to the house and working till 10 o'clock. So we've been watching it beforehand, but it's good. I like that it's varying from the story, and you know, sometimes I think purists get upset about that. I hear people get upset about that at some of the movies, the Marvel movies, but I think to a certain extent I like that they don't follow exactly the story. The main points still happen to characters. That certain people die, certain things happen to these people, but they happen in a different way. So I think it's okay to have that little bit of a difference. It makes it more enjoyable, especially if you read the comic book or the graphic novel material. It kind of keeps you guessing because you're not sure what the heck's going to happen. So I'd say Preacher's really good. I enjoy this season as much or more than anything that they've had so far. So that's really all I got this week. So thank goodness for Advil and Jenny Cream Ale. It's getting me through. But I will start showing some pictures. I've been taking pictures as I go along. I showed that silly one of me with the kind of like the hazmat suit on and my reciprocating saw. Seems like I've had that on every night for a week. But I still am not certain where the comic books are going to live, or where this kind of an area is going to be. We'll see. It's a big enough house. I'll be able to pick somewhere out and kind of carve out my own little spot. So that's where we are. Until next week, life, liberty, and the pursuit of comics. Don't be cheap. Bye, everybody.